Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader Warhammer 40k. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 3. We're out of the prologue. We've been granted the warrant of trade. We are now the sole heir to the Von Valencius dynasty. And Abelard says, well, your lordship. You cannot help but notice that the seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else is entirely as gloating at the old officer's confusion. To see your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely. And now the debt clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. How did we come to lose so many officers? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising, given that their informant on board was our own master of whispers. I see. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and the crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Have you succeeded in tracking down Voidver? No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors, but frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now 1 shuttle short. I am afraid that will be some time before he answers for all he has wrought. Well then, start summoning the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, the expression revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention officers, you've been granted an honor. Lord Captain Holt von Valencius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Abelard. As you wish, your lordship. Evigdus Sede Otta, Tolleman Line, our new Vox Master. It is an honor to serve your lordship. Aboard this vessel you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Revor, the master helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large, dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired on his face, gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. Die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our high factotum, Generous Donrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. It's an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. He's also the guy who can get us mercenaries if we need them. Although this game does a really good job of giving you a lot of companions that are not only useful, but likable. In the second row, we have the 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance, responsible for the artillery aboard, the Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship, and lastly the drives master, servant of the Omnissiah. The 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master offers a salute resembling a dance involving the complicated manipulation of all the tech priest's mechadendrites. Is that everyone? Thank you, Abelard. Greetings to you all. I serve at your pleasure, Lord Captain. I wish to hear the Infernus Master's report. Yes, Lord Captain. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. Preliminary damage assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The posts passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. High Factotum, what have you to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. Task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for attention and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced. It also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykad Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winter Scale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially true given Caligus Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. I see. Drive Master, your report. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon the noble voidship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. This is the part when I first started playing the game for the very first time that made me chuckle so hard. Machine spirits. I mean, that was when you knew this was satire. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime, Overseer, and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him, a most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. I see, thank you. Master Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engine Seer Prime and Navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what will happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Your Lordship, if you will allow me to interject. When we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was Nabis Nobilite Station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. A thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. A thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round the system till our heads are swimming as long as the promethium and supplies last, and if any thick as grok shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take him out, so don't you worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to add? No. My job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. But just ask anyone. We've got no able crew. No Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. I apologize profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. The ship is in ruins. Every other officer is dead, and the Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken hold of me. But I've heard of you, oh yes. Your fame has reached even as far as the Expanse. I can't be showing myself up in front of an illustrious person such as you. The Master of Ordnance can report that the rest of the arsenal has been saved and the battery is in good order. We are ready to fight, if that is the Lord Captain's will. So to summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engine seer prime and navigator. Is that all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain. But bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. Great. Thanks for all your reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Your Lordship, there is one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Kronos Expanse. I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. You are referring to the contents of that note, I presume. Quite right. Xavier Calcazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich van Kalox, an interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in the system, and that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him the Footfall in the Furibunda system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the governor of Rykad Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valencius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. But just then... Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Psyker is suffering some ailment, or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judge that would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Meanwhile, Idira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak. Idira, come to your senses. Damn it. She presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard, my head is still spinning. Something very strange is headed our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn, and it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Tlass? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. Can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, all right? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. Yeah, right. Psyker who can't see into the future. The diviner. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. We have a whole system here that we gotta access and get things done. We need a navigator, and we need someone else. So, in normal mode, even in daring mode, you can really do this in any order that you want to. But in hard mode, I discovered it's probably better to do this first. Make contact with the Navis Nobilite Station. We'll go there first, and then we'll go to here, Rykad, Philia, the prison planet, and then we'll go to Rykad Minors. Let's go visit, shall we? Lord Captain, Astropathic Choir Master Zachary Wise is asking to speak with you via private channel. Greetings, your lordship. I can report that the choir is listening tirelessly the Immaterium in the hope of picking up voices from the dynasty's ships or worlds. However, we have heard something horrifying instead. Amid the Immaterium's tumult, something is screaming. The scream is driving your choir mad. Until it stops, we have no hope of contacting any of the dynasty's worlds. It's coming from Rykad Systems' Astropathic Station. I do not think we've been introduced. Indeed not, and we meet under lamentable circumstances. My name is Zachary Wise, and I'm proud to be the choir master of your ship's Astropathic Choir. The duty I perform is to keep you in contact with the Expanse via astropathic messages sent through the warp by trained psychers. So that's very interesting. What is the nature of this scream? We do not know, your lordship, but it has brought the Immaterium to a boil. It has always been a violent roaring ocean that could spell doom to any who would consider stepping into its waters. Now, however, it has become a cradle of madness where expelled images fuse together, twisting and cackling, before crashing into the minds of all who perceive it. A mighty warp storm, the likes of which I cannot recall, rages in the Imperium, and it fills me with terror. If the scream stops, will we be able to contact someone? I humbly hope so, your lordship. Perhaps we will manage to send a call for aid to the Von Valencia's worlds or one of the dynasty's allies. Well, cool. We'll pay a visit to that station. Thank you, your lordship. Now, on to here. Lord Captain, reporting, the heralds of the Navis Nobilite continue to maintain Vox silence, perhaps due to Eurac 5 being off limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobilite House requires aid and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. I see. Well then, order the auger crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The Vox remained silent for a while, but then you hear static in Vigdis's measured voice. The officers from the auger crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We were able to ascertain the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. Signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigators' heralds ignoring us? Crew, commence docking with the station. There's clearly a problem there. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening in the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. And we will take the only companions we have. We get up to 6, which is really cool. But as usual, there are enough cool companions that it becomes problematic later on trying to take everybody. You just can't do it. Somebody has to sit in reserve.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Well, what kind of problem have we just walked into? Wretches, you will be consigned to oblivion for your transgressions against House Orcelia. Immortal Emperor, deliver your servants from peril. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. Yet guess what? They don't help anyone, ever. That's the joke. In the name of House Orcelia, I command you to execute the infidels. Oh, lasguns and shotguns. Not a step further. Master, we have some strange guests on the station. Strange indeed. Tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black, unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lowered lid in the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. A navigator, a sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allow them to safely guide a warp-capable void ship through the warp. Warhammer 40k wears all of its influences very proudly on its sleeve. This one coming directly from Dune. Abelard, if you would be so kind. The Seneschal takes a deep breath. Before you stands his lordship, the rogue traitor Holt Van Valencius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Coronis expanse, and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. Allow me to point out that noble-like custom requires the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstances on the station, his lordship, the rogue traitor, is willing to turn a blind eye to your hostility, but just this once. In this case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious invasion, but just this once, Felek says. There's a dangerous glint in the man's dark, shrouded eyes. Very well, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felek Christoph August, keeper of this place. So you did not arrive to offer support to the traitors? This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Eurac 5 is a holy sanctum for House Orcelio. The path to it is only revealed to a select few. Pains me to say you are not on the guest list. Provide me with a navigator and I will immediately depart the station. I do not think this is possible. Eurac 5 is an observation station. We do not sign contracts and do not provide navigators. We delve into the depths of infinity and chart the movements of the warp storms. And besides, Felek gestures at the disorder around him, you have chosen an inopportune time for negotiations. What is happening on this station? Where did all these corpses come from? Betrayal. The most banal thing in the life of a noblite, don't you think? I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend, Theobald Orcelio, the second keeper of Eurac 5 and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivably, they dared to take her prisoner. Greedy scum. I swear by the throne's light their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. Felek falls silent for a few moments and then furiously slams the end of his staff into the floor. The madmen have captured Lady Cassia and are now torturing her upstairs while we are idly chatting down here. Help me rescue her, or be gone, but waste no more of my precious time. I see. Well, I still have questions concerning the situation on the station. Our idle chatter will not save Lady Cassia. If you need to be sure of something before you can hope, so be it. My men have reported that the station is in a deplorable state. Trust me, I should know. Everything happened too quickly. There were dozens of reports of accidents, victims, and failing systems. The only precious thing aboard the station is Lady Cassia's life. Everything else is futile and can be easily replenished. Why did you not respond to the messages from Rykad Minoris? I have already said Eurac 5 is sacrosanct. It's the holy domain of the Navis Nobilite, and it is forbidden for commoners from the world below. We had hoped to solve the crisis on our own, but when the situation spiraled out of control, we could not establish contact because the traitors had disabled our equipment. I see him. Well, what kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet, Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness, but you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the Mistress's chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Urcelio herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part and the other was lost during the mutiny. But even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. How do I remake the control rod then? I have a phylactery containing the Mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priests ceaselessly perform the rites of appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. So how am I supposed to power the elevator? The station's main cogitator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. I see. If it's so simple, why didn't you do it yourself? I never said the feat would be easy to accomplish. The path to the laboratory in the guard room is blocked by the very same madmen who took over the station. They will not negotiate and are not afraid of displeasing the Navis Nobilite or incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to brute strength, something which I currently happen to lack. I see. So what have you decided, descendant of the Von Valencius line? Well, the rogue trader's aid will cost House Urcelio, but you should rejoice, for your mistress will live. Felek's reply sounds curt and tired. So be it. Hurry. The mistress's safety is all that matters. But should you fail, our arrangement is finished. Alright. You can fight him right now, but it's easier to fight him later, when you have more help.
Bright, pure color. And it's all riddled with horrible veins that carry the poison of fear and pain throughout its body. Who are you? Why are you crying?
If the witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery.
Well, we leveled up, so that's great. Let's go to the builds. And my friends, let's do her first, because I gotta scroll backwards. Oh yeah, so what does she get? Argenta. She has all ballistic skills, usually. And then we're gonna give her enough bullets for everyone. The soldier's second attack action in a turn deals 15% more damage to enemies that have not suffered damage from the soldier during this turn. Idira gets willpower and stabilizing factor. Stabilizing factor is down here somewhere right there. The first psychic power used each turn increases veil degradation by 2 points less. This talent reduces the effect on veil degradation to less than 0. The veil degradation is instead decreased by 1. I'm just trying to keep ourselves from having the warp stuff happen. And then over here we go. Biophysical distortion, baby. So since he's a bio, you could grab Sacramentoris right now, but I don't think it's as important as flat out getting a bunch more damage. 3 toxic damage for every single attack he does. It's 3 plus 3 times the psi rating. So he gets that, and then he gets agility, so make him harder to hit. On his case, Abelard, he gets clenched teeth and weapon skill. Clenched teeth gains plus 5 damage deflection against the first attack made by every enemy this combat. Just make him a little more durable. Weapon skill, so he hits things a little better. And then we'll go this way.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
What's a peculiar thing?
And then we got people running around.
Never doubt me.
I have a nose for profit and the taste for adventure.
Okay.
The Emperor favors me today.
So we have dead bodies, and now we have these goons to take care of. Stand firm. We must not let the miscreants defile a house or cell you. Oh, really? Well, fire at will for a house or cell you. Well,
You will beg for mercy.
okay. Let's
I will
do
grant none.
this.
Search them!
When do you get to go? You get the squad commander, guard. Okay, where's the squad commander? He's gonna get to go first. All right. Everybody's gonna get to go, and then Adira. We have a long time before you guys get to go. You're way late in the process. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna put you here. Adira. I'm gonna put you here. Oh, you can't quite get there. Okay, in that case, Adira, go here. You're gonna have to use extra movement points. We'll start here. We'll play defense. Everybody get some cover.
My faith strengthens me.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
0 damage for that hit. Squad commander. Shooting at a table. We like that.
My ears are ringing.
Hey, now.
Break their morale.
They hit like every single time behind that cover. Oh my god.
Stay vigilant.
Not like in this. Okay. What are we gonna do? Move you here? Sure. Let's first put defense on me, since I appear to be getting hit. Now let's find who's got the most hit points. There's the guard, medicaid, and the squad commander, but I can't see him. Okay.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Alright. Now you
Will
can
do.
see him. Now she's gonna get a really good shot here and nail 3
On it.
people. 4. It's gonna kill 2. That's nice. Good job. That brings her veil degradation up. So, and then we're gonna give her a little parrying defense. Nothing's gonna get around to get her, but what the heck? We'll do it that way anyways.
You will endure.
Wow. Cover doesn't mean much.
Follow my lead.
Okay, what are you doing? Oh, you're going right there. That's cute.
Stop mocking me.
Okay, where do you want to be? I could put you here and then put you over there, probably.
God,
Yeah, let's do
Emperor,
that.
move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Okay. Now, who do you want to shoot here? You're going to get a second turn and you're going to use your big weapon here. Let's see. 35% to hit that guy. Sure, give it a
Joust for the
shot.
weak.
Okay. Now do this. What are you at? Go.
Faith without deed.
Okay, that works.
I'll do it.
Bump that up a little bit.
My faith strengthens me.
Got losers down here.
Weapon at the ready.
Abelard. Oh, it's me first. Okay. How far can I go?
I'll see to it personally.
I can go up to here. I can't really get any cover though, can I? Okay, just go as far as you can. I'm gonna do
Not me.
endure and just stand out here to take damage.
Victory is imminent.
Alright, do this. This gives
At
us some
your beck and
deflection
call.
for the 2 of us. I forgot to switch his gun, so he still doesn't have it. Okay, let's do this.
Indeed.
Break their morale. Stay vigilant. Only a pain won't
0
stop me.
damage. We gotta like that. Oh, he shot his own guy. That's great. Miss, block, dodge. Like it. Where can you go from there? You can hit that guy from there? Sure. Give a little more defense to Abelard. Oops. Warp blast, perils of the warp. That's always the bummer there.
Will do.
Squad commander's gonna get a little extra. can you hit this guy? You can, but then you can't kill the squad commander. They're not close enough together. Oh well, go get that one. Alright, Adira. In that case,
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Take a shot at someone here. He's 22%, he's 64. There we go. Plunk.
Follow my lead.
Or you're gonna run further away.
I'll brush this off.
Here.
Taking calculated risk is in my second nature.
Have I haven't
I'll
done
make
you
it
yet.
happen.
There you go. I have some strength.
It's as good as done.
Oh, he's not dead though. I can get him though.
I'll see to it. Another enemy
Oh yeah.
down.
Down he goes. Abelard, give yourself enough room here to use your attack. Okay. This doesn't stretch that far, does it? Nope. Alright. Adira Tlas.
Cover me.
This is when she needs a sniper rifle. Right about now. Can she hit this guy? Nope, too far away. Okay. All you can do is
Will do.
that, and then reduce. Let's see what is he at. 20% armor and 19% dodge.
But of course.
And now he's at 2 and 6. We like that. Argenta, can you see him from there?
Rejoice in battle.
Can. Okay, hold on. How far can you go? It's right there? Put you behind cover, you can't see him. Alright. Well, let's get you another step. What do we got here?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay.
I'll do it. None can escape
And
the
he's
Emperor's
done.
Judgment.
Okay. Cool. Now we need to gather from everybody. And we got... Let's see. Abelard. Let's give this to you. It's got dodge reduction on it, so you can have a ranged weapon of some kind. This is a les gun. I kind of like you to have that. What is it? The range is 10 and 20. Yeah, sure. You're never going to use this. You get a chance to shoot something from distance. You should take it. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
There's all of these little gizmos we got to pick up. There's a lore Imperium
Duty
check.
prevails.
Statue of the famous Calexian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon of the Magnificent, the 23rd year of his millennium original. Okay. There's some goods over here.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Would you look at that?
Yes, would you look at that? I couldn't get the game paused in time to not sneeze. Darn it.
Never doubt me.
That one snuck up on me. Alright. More of this stuff that we'll need for the lab.
Continues to mourn Lady Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain. Possible for this old officer?
Mr. Athletics grabs this. These are 5 to persuasion and a Mars pattern sword. So, Abelard, you can have a better sword than the chain sword. This chain sword does what? 7 to 9. Okay. It's got better crit damage, that's the thing, but how often do we crit? Who's got the best persuasion? She's 30, 30, 35. And minus, yeah, okay. I'll wear it for now. It's not going to matter. You don't have to persuade anybody to do anything here.
This is intriguing.
Okay.
I will lead us to fortune.
I think she has the big demolition skill right now. What is it? What's her demolition? Her demolition is 60 and mine is 50. Alright. Okay. What do you got here? Take that out.
The Emperor favors me today.
You say so. More goods. Got these goons. Did you hear the screams? Move. Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. Now I see. You are in league with them. Is this an insurrection? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. Bummer. Oh, it's a shootout. I know you're all traitors. Traitors, all of you. They told me. They whispered. Hey, who are you? Yeah, I'm your doom, buddy. Abelard, finish him. Okay.
She's open.
So, we got more stuff. Got some goods over here. Abelard's gonna pick up that little gun. You get that? What was that we just picked up? Oh yeah, it's not an item, so it doesn't matter. There is this.
An expected result.
Oh, good job, Abelard. At 63%, you got 2/3 of a chance. You got it. Nice work.
A soldier would have been disciplined for such a performance.
Oh, come on.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
Or maybe just getting the right dice roll. People crying, sobbing. Okay, and we have right there. There we go. That's what we want for you. The Longus. It's got a 30 dodge reduction, additional hit chance. 25% gives her a sniper weapon to utilize, which is really nice. This is the Carapace chestplate. It's light. What's it got? Right there. Yeah, and then I don't get a dodge penalty, so my dodge goes up to 80. Okay, great.
I always have a backup plan.
There's some people in here, but I don't think there's actually anything in this room. Just servants in this thing here that shows that for some reason the archenemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. So that's not good. And then we need the computer. Right here, awaken the cogitator spirit. The cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of this control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The cogitator's insides emit creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator's systems. Well, if we request data, we learn that Felek is alive, Theobald is alive, Palomira or Celia is dead, so is Alexius and Erasmus Esteban. The child location, upper chambers, rapid heartbeat, yes. Calming procedures advised, upper chambers inaccessible. Abandon, see the log, we get this Officer A282, do you copy? Several generators overheat on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. Tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is now responding, requesting backup. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. Preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Dun dun dun. We know who that is. So, you can examine recent diary entries. We're not going to read all of those. The docking log, Regent Aranto or Celio. So, anyway, let's go. Oh, yeah, I hit the wrong thing. Let's go back here. Security and life support logs. Damage. Lots of damage. There's some encrypted data. Use tech use, we can try, and we succeeded. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the sacred machine. The cogitators overloaded processors were happily. Most of the encrypted data has wiped. You find traces of the purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child delete picked flowed. Disable access code. Annul station controls. Delete activate. Shuttle self-destruct. Purge command. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security system had recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His comment reads, "Only the keepers of the station have access to the life support systems." But Keeper Theobald had not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that the other guy we met at the start of this whole thing is the cause of this? So, main chamber controls. Let's see. Elevator controls. Activate the elevator. Process query confirmed. Now, switch to the main chamber controls. Open all the doors on this level. Your assumption is incorrect as it fills with static just a few moments later. You can barely make out the inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing signals. Warning, data corrupted processing error. So I think it's number 6. I'm not incorrect about this. I like that they do this little camera move here so you can see the door to the lab being opened. And then we just need to get out of here. There's no calling for help, so don't even bother.
Is there money to be made?
We just need to move on. And the forces of darkness are working against us. Before we go in there, we need to go make sure that we've looted everything from over here. Because there are a few more goods. You can make a couple of little injectables here if you collect all this stuff.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Yes, it was. And we get our first grenades. Very nice, very handy. Doink. Doink. Not that I'm going to use a lot of these, but and then this one creates a burning area. We're going to save that for later. We're going to save that for much later in the game. Those become really useful later on. Okay, I don't think there's
Always
anything
keep
else
your
in
eye on
here.
the prize.
Oh, there is. What's over here? There's goods here. That's why I love the map. Yep. And then, oh, there's loot there. Okay, well, we're not going there. We're going in here. Goods. There's some injectables there.
I'll learn from this mistake.
Yes, you will. Someone disrupted this experiment in the most brutal fashion.
Let us not dawdle.
Now, first order of business is to remake the control rod right there. We grab these goods though. Some goods over here on the floor. That is, what is that? We just picked up this thing. Laboratory journals. So if you don't know how to do the experiments in here, you can figure most of it out from reading the journals. We remade the control rod. That's the important piece of this. Now we're going to go to the transducer and we're going to throw things in it.
This could be an opportunity.
We're going to get stuff back. And you really only need to do 2 of these. Because the third one isn't worth anything. I think it actually makes the whole rig blow up, but I'm just going to do them all. Alright, now we want to run over here.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
So, what we want to do here is the tissue flash, we want to put mutated flesh sample. And then in the data crypt, you want to do H41 OK. And then in the catalyst flask, you want to put the biogel. And in the reagent flask, you want to put the crystal dust. And then you go hit the central thing.
Oh, it's a peculiar thing.
And it gives you this. These 6 of these adaptive antidote grants immunity to toxic damage and inflicts a -10 penalty to toughness. So then we can go do the next one. There's one more that you can get out of here. And if you do the flesh sample, not the navigator one, then you want to use K04OH. And in the catalyst flask, you want to put the unidentified acid. And in the reagent flask, you want to put the adamantine dust. Adamantine dust.
What do we have here?
And this will give you these elixir of warp neutrality, grants immunity to warp damage. So those are done. And then don't worry about doing anything else.
My options open.
There's a big tome here on research notes. So again, if you can't figure out anything, read all the research notes and you'll be able to figure that stuff out, or just go to YouTube and look it up. But it's fun the first time to read through the research notes. Now we're going to go take care of this situation. Here. Oh, and there's a big statue to Lady Orcelia, our navigator. This is who we're going after. I think this is really cool.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Alright. So, Felek, you dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Idira suddenly cocks her head and drives her nails deep into her shoulder. Then she starts mumbling. The crossroads. There are 2 paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy they fall at the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, another a traitor. I see. Who is who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak, the naughty little things. They say that tearing off the mask is your concern. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the help, Idira. Alright, hand over the key. Thank you, rogue traitor. I don't even know what to say. Status and honor prevent me from admitting it before now, but you have awoken hope in me. Hope that I might actually leave this station together with the mistress, which is why I'm about to ask one last favor of you. The lowly insurgents got their hands on a weapon that suppresses my navigator powers. Their absence makes me a living target. This weapon is useless against you, as is the bunch of lunatics wielding it. I humbly ask you deal with the scum huddling upstairs and hurry to adorn my mistress with the relic of our house, a sacred amulet against all evil. Recent events have badly disturbed Lady Cassia's psyche, and warp entities always lust for weaker souls, especially when the veil grows thin. You, too, will be safe next to this charm. Very well. You are going to need this charm. May the God Emperor's light be with you. The glowing stone, so we get that. And then we head up. And there's Cassia. And her powers are overwhelming everybody. Alright. The pale figure's unnaturally long limbs cover her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament, and when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming soul-smothering power. You are enveloped in the despairing grief, and an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead, your heart hammers in your chest, and the desire to turn and flee from this room, from this station, almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. And Idira is pained. Somebody stop her. I see, Argenta says. I see. Well, Lady Cassia. Oh, we got Iconoclast. Overcome the crushing despair. I know why I'm here, and so I will stand strong against any illusion. You direct all your attention inward, to your heart currently shackled by another suffering. Under the gaze of your burning inner eye, the despair and pain begin to dwindle. The darkness in your soul dissipates, the lump in your throat shrinks, and you discover that you are standing in front of a bizarre creature, a young woman whose tears you seem to have dried along with your own. Nice to meet you, Cassia. What's happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And who are you? Holt von Valencius. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. Pardon my manners. Did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. Theobald, or Cilio, the heavy-set old man who's been kneeling nearby, erupts in low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child, Lady Cassia. Where are you? Sacred child, throne preserve. Despite his venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. You. The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged it's making the whisper shriek like crazy. You might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. I mean you no harm. I came to seek Navigator's aid. I'll grant that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of Eurac Station, or like scoundrels in Felek's service. So who are you? Holt von Valencius, rogue traitor. Another rogue traitor in our corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful. And so House Orselio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house. Today, you decide. What service do you ask of me? Hope glimmers in the navigator's milky eyes. Save the sacred child. Take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Aronto, acting head of House Orselio in the Coronis Expanse. Rest assured, the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for a navigator, Idira says, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Argenta looks at Cassia, and a painful furrow appears on her brow. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. I want to know what happened between you and Felek. Felek is my wayward student. He came to Eurac 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child. To revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our novitors, Tisiphone Orselio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind, sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age, taken up the Novator's throne. So choose whose side you're on, a murderous traitor or the lawful scion of a noble house. I see. Well, you're talking as though you expect to die here. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felek inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying, praise the throne, slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. You need help. There's a Medicae deck on my ship. No. I am the keeper of Eurac 5 and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. I see. I believe I made my decision. Is that so? Please share your thoughts. Felek is a true monster. Let's do away with him. Together. Allies are always welcome, even temporary ones. I will revive the child. Do not be alarmed. The power of House Orselio's heir will help us to destroy our enemies and shield us from Felek's navigator forces. But you, rest for a time before the battle. Alright, my friends. How are we doing? We ready to go? Let's go see what we got. I don't think there's anything in... Oh, there is. It's one tiny little deal here. A little box of goods. Alright, let's go get Felek and end this episode. It's about time we repay those who betrayed our house. Come, navigators. Good times. So here we are. Rogue traitor, you treasonous worm. I knew I should have killed you. Yeah, you should have, but you didn't. That's enough, boy. You betrayed the child, our house, and Tisiphone herself. Surrender. I am the savior of our house, and I am prepared to pay the ultimate price. Kill them. Yeah, you're gonna be the one who does the dying there, buddy.
Your arrogance
Okay.
will be your downfall.
So we got 1, 2, 3 bodyguards over on this side. This idiot who's gonna get to go early, and then a bunch of people on this side. Okay. Alright, in that case, I want you, Adira, right there. Actually, yeah, let's do that. And you're gonna go right there. Abelard. See if we can get right up there on him, and I will do my best to be right there behind full cover. Alright, let's try it out. He hit the guard, Lady Cassia's defender.
My faith strengthens me. Weapon
Hit
at
another
the ready.
guard.
Shields me.
Oh my, I should say. Okay. Let's see, let's give some offense, some defense, I mean, to me. I am the leader. I am the leader. And then where did Felek go? Right here. We will start stacking those on him. And now let's do this. Oops, wrong. There we go. Now this is what I want. Can you zap these guys right here? Yep, 3 of them.
Anything else?
There we go.
Break them around.
He's gonna go in here and shoot some people. Nice, good job. Good job.
Stay vigilant.
Lady Cassia's Medicae. He's gonna heal some people. He's gonna shoot and miss. Guard commander. And we got this bozo taking a shot at Theobald, and I'm over here. Wait, who's left? That bodyguard has yet to go. Okay. In that case,
I am ready for whatever comes.
going.
I'll make it happen.
Let's go do a little run and gun
Who
here.
if not me?
There we go. Do I want to hit him one more time and go defensive? Oh, let's go defensive. He's going to try to move, and we're going to hit him there. So let's do... I'm going to move one
I
more
don't
spot
need
here.
luck. I have strategy.
Actually, let's move like this. Maybe if this guy shoots, he hits him.
Follow my lead.
Lady Cassia's Medicaid.
My lead.
Her defender. Missing. Felek's bodyguard.
Stay with us.
Oh, who died? Oh no, Adira, she took it all the way on the chin, didn't she? Oh, bummer. That sucks. Okay. Argenta. What do we want to do here with you? That stinks. Gosh. Half cover is like no cover for me. Okay. Shoot this guy. That sucked. Take a bunch of shots. Hit him.
Doubt is for the
Man, you really
As
sunk.
the Emperor commands, I act.
She's a character that can get pretty powerful later, but boy, for the first 2/3 of the game, she's just not worth it. Alright, can you guys manage to kill that bodyguard? Because I would like to go over here and get this guy. Let's do this.
Follow my lead.
Smackdown. There we go. Smack him again. Alright.
It will be done.
Defense.
Weather the storm.
Okay.
Step aside. The navigator.
The navigator's
is
here. Loop. She's got lidless stare, which is so cool. That guy missed.
Follow my lead.
Miss.
Follow my lead.
The best
He tried to get
defense
away,
is a
yeah.
good offense.
Dodge, miss. He's got
I'm a
toxic
stop
damage
bolter.
on him.
An exemplary strike.
Oh yeah, he moved, so good job. Theobald's over here gazing at people.
My faith strengthens me.
Don't frighten
Oh
me.
Weapon at
jeez.
the ready.
Oh, we killed that one. That's nice. Oh, nice. Recovery. Cool. Yeah, kill this guy. That'd be great.
Onward.
Making me dodge all over the place here. Let's go
Don't
like
let
this.
your guard down.
I'm gonna take a swipe at you.
I'll see to it personally.
Okay, that's pretty good. Can I get this guy? No. Can I get this guy? Yes.
Your end was inevitable.
That works.
Stay vigilant.
Not quite dead there.
Follow my lead.
This should do it. Oh, he went and shot over in that direction. Whatever are you doing? Okay. She could go take this guy out. Like this.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
90% to smack that guy down. That works. Abelard. Do it.
Victory is imminent.
Oh, nice hit. Felix down. Okay.
I will do my duty.
We got one loser here. What do we got? One loser there and one loser here. Great.
Weather the storm.
Oh, and one loser over there. So we got 3 of them. Okay. Yeah, she lidless stared him. That's nice.
Follow my lead.
Oh, geez. Standing right next to him. Completely missed. Visions of triumph.
Follow my lead.
Oh my goodness, that's a hit.
High momentum.
Okay, great. That's what I want to see. Let's do this then.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
Let's
Can't
make some
really do
opportunities.
anything else here. What's this? This gives me full MP. All MP plus 5 MP until the
You
end
should
of the
feel
turn.
honored to witness this.
Okay, where is our last guy here? Oh, he's over there? Can't really get to him, can I? Nope. All I can do is shoot him.
On it.
Which is
I'll see to it personally.
as good as a 0 for me.
My faith strengthens me.
Moving out.
Shoot him. Okay, Argenta. Can you get him from here?
God
Yeah,
Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
you can, because you can do this. Give yourself a bunch more movement points. Get out in front of this guy. Shoot. 24%, that's not great. Okay, that helps.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Get up in there. He's almost dead.
Indeed.
There we go. And Theobald coughs up blood. The armor plate on his chest is perforated in a few places, and there's a tangle of...
Child, survive. Return to the fold of your house as your destiny demands.
Well, there he goes.
No! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! Wake up! Your mistress is giving you an order! Do you hear me?
Cassia looks at the navigator's body in bewilderment, and you are overwhelmed with an inexplicable sense of loneliness and grief.
He was a fine seer of the warp. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Yeah, no. Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
I regret that we had to meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I
just want things to go back to the way they were before. What are you going to do to me?
Lady Cassia, I, Holt von Valentius, rogue trader of the Imperium of Man, offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Eurac 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
All who can be saved will be given succor on board my ship.
As a Lady Navigator of House Orselio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel.
I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
And there we go. That is complete. There's a bunch of different loot here, but I think there's only one piece on the ground. We'll loot everything real quick. I think there's only one thing of
Is there money to
goods.
be made?
So that's why I like to loot all the peoples, because there's some goods here, and when you leave, it'll get you all that loot, but it won't get you the goods. So what else is in this room? There's this person over here. Oh, there we go. Some fun stuff there. We'll go over that next episode. Think we're good? Yep. We're out of here. To the voidship bridge. So we have the little formality here. My big, huge honking chair. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual. But if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first. Your heart starts beating furiously, your breaths come short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigdis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course. When you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigdis, then, lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. What do you wish to speak about? Before I begin the ritual, I wish to look once again in the eyes of the man whose fame is so great it managed to penetrate the impregnable walls of Eurac 5 long before we ever met. It truly is you, Holt, person the whole Expanse and Calixtus sector are talking about, and now a rogue traitor as well. After a few seconds' hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped. But you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. I am also deeply grateful that you saved my servants, especially my valet, who've served on the station for more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during journeys through the Immaterium, and what to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelopes me in a cloak of amber. I see. But now, I'm ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paint you have on board, but no red. I shall ensure that all necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis. Then I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is open. Alright, Cassia. And one more piece of business. Vigdis, what do you got? Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge. And may the Emperor's light help us all. The Vox caster in the Sanctum Navis picks up the serration of clothes, pious chanting, and the metallic clicking of implants, and then the serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks the silence. Initiate communion ritual. Come here, Uwe. The exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard, the low sob of the servant, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, the faint whisper of the brush. Go. Footsteps hurrying away. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails and umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance. Storm rising above the foaming waters. Armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother. And the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her? No. Of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. The Vox Master recoils at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator levers. The panel beneath her finger emits sparks and the Voxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. Will not happen again. Cassia, let's leave the Lady Navigator undisturbed. Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. Servants in the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain. And then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two. Then my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric and metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station Eurac 5. Had you opted to begin your visit to the Reichhead system with a different destination, the station could have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Navis Nobilite bought us precious time. We can either focus our efforts on disassembling the station and procuring technology components for our own vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as we can. I love this. They give you this option here, and you can hover over this and see what it is. You get a scrap container or profit factor. We'll take that. Loot everything from jewelry to the very last manuscript, as you command. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an engine seer prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not yet located Heinrich von Kalox, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain he was not on Eurac 5, so we should keep this in mind when making any future plans. Thank you, Vigdis. And so we will leave it there. We now have to go to the next location. We will head over to here, to this place, Reichhead Philia, the prison planetoid. Folks, thanks for watching. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below. I'll see you next time, and until then, happy gaming, everyone.